8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Or who we thought they were.
Playoffs? We'll talk about playoffs.
We just talk about practice. We sitting here, I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice.
All right, so we're here today with Daquan Young, and I do apologize for misspelling your page. I called it Quality Media on the, but what is your page called? What's the actual?
It's Quality TV on YouTube, Quantity Entertainment and Media, Facebook, everywhere else.
Quantity Entertainment. So Daquan is a content creator. You got a Facebook page. What other platforms are you on?
I'm on Twitter. You can follow me there at Young Quan and Quantity Media.
Right.
QUANTITYMEDIA. Had to throw my name in there just to kind of pun it up.
Right.
I'm on Instagram, the same names, and I think that's it.
Oh yeah, we'll tag you, especially once we post this on Facebook. But thanks so much for coming on, man. I know you're a content producer, and I've been looking at your stuff ever since you hit us up a couple weeks ago, and love what you do, man. It's hilarious stuff.
Appreciate it, man. It's actually fun. Like, now that I'm not under the supervision of the supreme leader.
Yeah. So we'll get to that in a second. But so how long have you been doing this? What made you want to start kind of being a content creator on social media?
Well, my undergrad degree was in mass comm, so I kind of got into radio and TV when I was in college, and I like producing stuff. And after I graduated, I played football a little bit, so I would make a couple of funny videos here and there. And I lost my job in 2012, and I was like, hey, I might as well, use my degree. So I started my business in the summer of 2013 after I finished playing football in Missouri. And I met a physical therapist. He works with a lot of like big names as far as athletes go. Worked with Batista, Ronda Rousey, and I've done interviews with a couple of those people. So I figured, hey, I might as well dive into this media full speed, and I started producing content on my own, and I got kind of discovered a little bit, and just kind of kept the ball rolling from there.
Right. So we've been doing this about a year. So we're starting to realize, man, getting started in this shit it's about as hard as anything to get your footing, to develop it. So like, what's been your biggest success so far?
My willingness to try new stuff. I think a lot of content creators get stale because they rely on their same tricks and their same gimmicks to get their message out. And I think my evolution and my willingness to get better is what's kind of driving me right now, because I want to be a good content creator. I want to be the best, and I think being the best involves constantly changing and constantly evolving. So I'm always trying to up my production, trying to get better at writing, and most importantly, man, I have fun. I record now, and all I do is say, I picked a really good career to go into, and I'm glad I'm in this situation where I'm in control of my own destiny.
Sure.
Yeah, man. When I first saw the name, I thought it was so clever to have your name in. I thought it was awesome. You ever find yourself like, especially like in the beginning of doing this, like deflated, right? So like you do something, you put all your time and effort into it, right? And you're like, oh, this is gonna be funny, and then like your mom likes it and everyone else hates it, right?
Man, it's so hard to get past that, because you're focused on results so much, and you put all your blood, sweat, and tears into it, and then something that you just throw up like triples in the numbers, and it's discouraging. But I think that if you remove your expectations from it and you just try to put your best foot forward, people are going to find you. You got to find different ways to find people, and be you as much as you can.
Right.
And just keep firing content, right?
Yeah.
Content is king, is what they always say.
Content is king. That's my favorite saying. Is all you got to do is put something up, and if somebody like it, they'll share it, and somebody will find it.
Well, it seems like you got a pretty big YouTube following. How have you developed that? Like, we had a post back in, I don't even remember what it was, February, and it pretty much made us. We kind of blew up overnight on Facebook. And what was kind of like what was the content that kind of put you over the edge? Because you have quite a few YouTube followers.
Well, my time at TPS is kind of mainly where they came from. But last year, when I was let go, I did a couple of videos on my channel. I started like bringing the sports stuff to my channel, and I collabed with 5 Points Vids around December of last year, and I made a Lions video. The NFL absolutely hates the Detroit Lions, and that kind of took off. So between those two videos and me cursing out my former employer, I kind of grew my following from there over the past year.
Let's just go ahead and talk about it. So TPS, that's Total Pro Sports. That's where you defected from. That's kind of where you got your start. But I know another guy, obviously, who we've had on the podcast, and this isn't actually our podcast, but Brent Henderson, who I think is how you found us, right?
Yeah, that's how I found you guys.
So you guys both, were you both on Crying Jordan specifically? Is that?
So my thing, I think Brent was just like, he was the Photoshop guy that they always used, and I would submit content, but they wouldn't always use my stuff.
Right.
So we kind of like, the thing is there's no communication there. So like anybody that has Total Pro Sports associated in their name probably really doesn't interact with each other. Like I had met Mike Cantalupo 2 summers ago, or last summer. It was 2 summers ago or something, in Miami, just randomly. Like we only communicate through email, and there isn't much camaraderie around us as far as online guys and the hosts. It's really like just everybody do their job and just turn your assignments in. So
they approach you.
Yeah. So what it is they have like writers that pump out content for all of their on-air hosts, and it's when I was there, it was mainly one guy, and he was writing for 3 people, and that's why the content is so redundant. Is just because they didn't really want to invest in the content. It's some of the it was like mind-boggling for me, because you got 3 really good guys who could bring 3 different things to your channel, and you just do the bare minimum. So I think a lot of the frustrations born out of that are the reasons why like it is where it is now. Which, I mean, it's not to say it's a bad thing. They just crossed 1 million subscribers, and they're doing pretty well. But I don't really think people enjoy what they watch over there anymore.
Yeah, we've been curious about them. We don't really know how they work. I've just been curious about their structure, and it sounds like they kind of bring people on, and then do they pay you? Like what's the system? They bring you on, and what, they make you like some promises, or what?
So no, it wasn't a promise. So when I first started doing videos for them, I got paid like, I think it was like $50 for just my on camera. I would record, and they would edit the video, cut it up, do all that, produce it. And when I produced the video, I got paid like $125. By the time I left, it was like $250 a video, or $225 a video for production, and like $100 each time I just read on camera. So they're banking like $5,000 off of one of my videos, and I'm taking home like 1% and 2%. So it's a pretty diabolical way to build your content, and I think that's why I'm so angry, is just because I see the success that I had over there. And it's like, man, if you just cut me a little bit more of the pie, I probably would have shut up more.
Right.
What social media has been the hardest for you to like grow? You like YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, etc.
I'm terrible at. I hate Instagram, because I hate like the thought of posting
and clawing for follows.
Yeah. It's just, I think Twitter, I'm more of myself. Like, I don't really care about growing a following there. I just like get to talk and cut up and have fun and make jokes. And I think that's where I've been the most successful. But finding strategies right now is what I do, because with TPS, they have their own marketing strategy and they just tweet deck. So what they do is they get a bunch of like good parody accounts and they just cross promote on each.
That's what I've seen them do. Yeah, they have everything. They own like every meme page nowadays.
Oh my god! Like NFL memes, NBA memes, Black Adam Schefter, Total Pro Sports, Fake Sports Center. I mean, it's genius. It's diabolical, and
it is. It really is genius. I mean, you got to hand it. We've crossed swords with them a few times, and I respect their hustle, man. They work hard and they're pretty ruthless. They're ruthless.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
You know, that's kind of online media. So yeah, we're definitely torn because they've helped us in a lot of ways, which is crazy. But yeah, like I remember when we first started the first month, Black Adam Schefter shared one of our memes, and we were like, "Oh my god!" Like, we had like 2,000
made it.
followers. Yeah, we were like, "We made it! Boom, baby!"
Yeah,
didn't even put it together that Black Adam Schefter was NFL memes was. You know, they have so many different pages, and it's insane. I mean, I respect the hustle, but yeah, I could definitely see being jaded. And I know Brent Henderson, he's the same way. He's not happy because they own Crying Jordan too.
Yeah, he did all that work.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like, man, I respect their dedication to getting rich. Like that's what I want, but like you don't got to do that.
Exactly.
It's enough people out there for everybody to succeed, and like when I was working for them, I had to like ask them to promote my stuff, and it's like, come on, man, I'm one of the main talents on your channel. I make you like a couple $100,000 a year. You can't give me a retweet,
right? Yeah, it's ruthless.
Yeah.
Where do you go from here? What's your dream scenario where you land, and where are you taking this thing?
Well, right now I'm in film school. And I'm on my thesis project, so I was supposed to shoot a short film before the pandemic hit, and now I got to retool it, and I'm shooting a documentary about sports and capitalism and how it drives the world and how athletes are brands and they create jobs and just all that goes into society, and taking it from my perspective as being black in America. It's called Black Capital, and it just talks about my growth and my contribution to society isn't from an athlete's perspective. I wanted to make it to the NFL, but I didn't get a chance to, and this is what it took, and I fell this short, but I don't feel like I contributed to, I guess, the society in its capitalistic ways, and how athletes are, like I said, they're brands, they're job creators, and how they contribute to society and bringing people together with sports and how it affects their communities. It's just this big piece about race and, everything that's going on right now, and how you kind of saw like the NBA needed to come back, the NFL needed to come back because of the economy and because of what's going on outside. So I'm kind of diving into that, but most of my time goes into quality TV and talking about how sorry the Lions are.
So I haven't told you this, but I'm a hardcore Vikings fan. In fact, I'm a season ticket holder of the Vikings. So yeah,
we got a lot of pain a little bit.
Ooh, man, I'm hurting right now, man. It's been a rough fucking year.
Man.
Well, Daquan, we hope that, dude, we want to work with you, man. I love your shit. I think we have very similar kind of senses of humor, and so I hope this isn't the last time we have you on. And we're all trying to hustle, and we're just getting started. We're not a big page by any means. We're just about to hit 60,000 followers, but we're just getting started. I think we're trying to accomplish the same thing. So I hope we can help each other out.
This is not the last time you guys will see me on Sports Memery. Listen, man, anybody that I can help or who wants to help me take down the evil empire, I'm with it. If not, we'll make some good content. We'll make some people laugh, and that's all I really care about.
Absolutely.
All right, buddy. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and have a great night, man.
All right, thanks. You too. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Good chatting with you, pal.
Absolutely, man.